Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today is, of course, my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, how are you doing today?
Oh, Professor, thank you so much for, inviting me to class today, for including me in your intro, for, including me.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I am contractually obligated to do that, right? It's not because I want to. Lord knows I don't want to.
But you want to, right? You want to, right? Right, Professor? Right,
I mean, I want to inform the virtual students of who's in the classroom.
Yeah.
And, I guess adding the wonderful to it is kind of, maybe misleading. Anyways.
Maybe.
Sometimes I lie when I do these intros. Anyways, also joining us here in the classroom today is the amazing, incredible, and my favorite in-class student of all time, Corbin. How you doing, Corbin?
I don't like that you just said that you lie and then you say all these nice things about me, but I'm going to turn my brain off and pretend that it's real. Hello, everybody. Good to be here. The soul trainer for 200 plus lessons now.
How do you train your soul?
Resilience and a lot of pain and a lot of heartbreak.
A lot of sitting
train
under
my soul,
cold waterfalls.
Right, that too. And I train my soul by calling Dawn and having her continue to block me, even when I get different phone numbers.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I've gotten about 7 phones in the last 3 weeks. So.
Oh, wow.
How are you doing that? With whose money?
Let's just... Donnie J's been working overtime back at the school at Saffron City. He's forking over a lot for me to get new phones. I'm starting to think it's not worth it now because she just keeps blocking every phone that calls her. So
you can block more than one phone number?
What?
Yeah.
Corbin, probably.
Yes, I can tell you firsthand. You can.
Well, Corbin's disappointing and sad life, non-withholding. We have some Gengar mails here that I would like to read. We can just jump right into reading these Gengar mails if that's okay.
Let's do it.
Let's
do it.
So this Gengar mail comes to us from Eclipse, and they say the future Pokemon master. It's good to have aspirations, just for the job that you want, not for the one that you have. Mm-hmm. So their Gengar mail says, "Hello, Professor Jacob, Mr. Curtis, and little baby Corbin."
Hey, I'm 10 years old.
Little baby Corbin.
I've been 10 for a while now, and I'm not a baby.
Well,
I'm a grown-ass little boy.
You'll see why. They say, "My name is Eclipse, and this is my first Gengar mail. I've been listening to your lesson since the Ladyball lesson, and you have helped me so much, helped me learn so much about Pokemon and help me refresh my skills. I'm 11 years old, still older than Corbin." See, that's why you're a little baby.
You don't need to brag about it. No, that doesn't make a difference. 1 year, who cares?
They say, "My first Pokemon was an Eevee that I nicknamed Monarch. I get 100% for everything." I think they're saying that, when they take quizzes and tests, they always get a 100, and they aren't declaring... Right. Making a statement saying, "From now on, I will get 100% for everything."
100%.
When the tests are, pick the blue crayon and not the red one.
Whoa.
Easy to get
Whoa.
11 years old.
Well, Corbin, you seem to fail my tests sometimes. So what's that saying about you?
Yeah, because they're hard. I'm saying that Eclipse's tests are probably easy.
No, they're specifically referring to the tests in this class.
Yeah.
I think
I've seen Eclipse grades, and Eclipse is
cheating.
A straight A student. So I don't know.
The cheating.
How can a virtual student possibly cheat, Corbin? It doesn't make any sense.
They find their ways, I'm sure.
Anyways, so they say I get a 100% for everything. That's thanks to my early studies when I was 5. See, and it's because you're lazy, Corbin. You weren't studying when you were 5 like Eclipse was.
Yeah, why weren't you studying when you were 5?
Because I was putting blocks in my mouth like every other 5-year-old.
I don't think every other 5-year-old does that. Clearly, Eclipse doesn't do that.
God, you guys need to chill out. I couldn't even talk at 5 yet.
So, Eclipse says, "I personally think Beedrill is a great starter bug type, and Spinarak is the best." I mean, if Corbin can, get over his, whatever it is that he's got going where he just kills every Beedrill he sees.
Not dead. Yeah. Rosalind confirmed it's not dead. The Beedrill was just, a little out of it.
It was
back
EP.
in the wild, free. No, a little eepy.
Thank you, but Spinarak is the best one, and that is important for that to be put out on the table, for everybody to see and to acknowledge. Okay.
Yeah, and now Curtis is slowly putting a gold star on the table.
I'm just getting my little baggie out here and getting ready to maybe give you a gold star. We'll see how this goes.
Eclipse says, I hope I can write an essay on the god of Pokemon. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. Hope you have a good day.
We already did a lesson on Dunsparce.
Yeah, we did do the God of Pokemon, and we also did Ariados.
And her name is Annette, and she works in the office.
Yeah,
of
and when
the
she gets
GCLBC, LCBC, and GSC.
That's it.
When she gets me the copies that I request on time, then I think she is a god for sure.
That's right. She's a god, and I'm not. I'll
let this play out. Is this where you thought this was gonna go, Corbin? Is that how you thought it was gonna end up? No, keep going.
Anyways, no, please.
No more. Okay, and then that's enough.
Curtis, Mr. Curtis, save your jazz scatting for after class.
Yeah, we told you, no scatting in class.
No scatting in class. If I can't rap, you can't scat.
That was
T-shirt.
That was hurt my throat. Hold on, I need to take a quick drink out of my flask here.
Yeah, that sap will help.
Oh, so much better. Great. Okay, thank you.
Eclipse continues their Gengar mail by saying, P.S. My team is Monarch, who was the Eevee. Sword Shield. Okay, I don't know the Pokemon Sword Shield.
Okay, so you have a sword and shield that you fight alongside with your Pokemon. That's very cool.
That's
medieval.
Wow,
I like that.
That's brave, especially for an 11-year-old.
Right.
Maybe like a Aegis Slash? Is that what it's called?
No, he said sword and shield.
It's sword, shield, so that's 2 Pokemon.
Okay.
So they have their Pokemon Monarch, and then they have a sword and a shield that he equips. I'm sure there's some chainmail in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
armor.
definitely a theme that Eclipse has going here. There's a medieval kind of royal theme going, because their next Pokemon is named King Power.
King Power. Okay.
Yeah, that now they do tell us which one that is. That is a Eternatus.
Okay.
Eternatus?
All right. Yeah.
Eternatus? Eterna. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting a report. Yep. Yes.
Now?
It's Eternatus.
Yep,
Eternatus.
Yep.
Okay.
And they also have a Meridian and a Corydon.
Those are Pokemon. Those aren't just made up.
No, those ones are real.
Yeah, of course they are.
And they're nicknamed Future and Past, which is pretty. I mean, makes sense.
Okay.
Got him. Nice.
And then they say goodbye again.
Goodbye.
So thank you so much, Eclipse, for that wonderful Gengar mail. Very, very interesting and exciting read. I'm looking forward to that essay on the God of Pokemon. I can't wait to find out which Pokemon you think is the God of Pokemon.
And let me just scooch in here real quick. He's
scooching in.
He's Mr. Curtis. Here we go.
He picked up the recording device and is moving it over to the corner.
I'm just scooching over this little gold star over to your desk here.
Just get back here.
Scoots. All right.
Get back here with that.
Mr. Curtis,
I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm back.
All right, thank you.
I just had to scooch a little gold star in there for the Spinarak recognition.
Boy, why do you gotta be so secretive about it?
Yeah, why'd you take the recording device into the corner to put the gold star on a desk that they can't even pick up anyway?
He tried. No, I saw him. He tried to put it into the SD port of the recording device.
Right. Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Oh, that's not how it works.
How else am I supposed to get them the gold star?
Well, the students aren't in the recording device, Mr. Curtis.
Yeah, but the recording gets to the students, right? So as long as I can embed the gold star in the recording, then
he's got me there.
There you go.
He does.
Okay. All right. So that's gonna do it for Gengar mails. If you want to send a Gengar mail to us, you could have a chat with me, the professor,
or me,
or Corbin, I guess. I don't know if he can type yet, but
not me.
You guys want to send me some cool artwork? I'd appreciate that.
Thank you. Curtis only responds to Delibirds direct messages, so you gotta do that. But yes, you can send it to wwopokemon@gmail.com. All right. Enough of that. It's time to get into the lesson. Does anybody know who we're talking about this week? It's a Pokemon, in case you weren't Sure.
Right, I figured.
Is
We're
it
gonna talk about
Decidueye, Professor?
No, never is, never will be.
It's that one. It's the evolved form of the one from last week, Teddiursa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Expand.
Is it Ursa Moon? Something like that.
Ursa Stars.
Circle, Ursa Band, Ursa Necklace.
Yes, we are learning about Ursa Necklace this week.
Oh, nice.
Wait, no, sorry. There's
Ursa Luna, thank you.
Sorry, there was a smudge. There's a smudge on my paper here. We're learning about Ursaring this week.
I knew it was a jewel or something.
some kind of ornament of some kind.
We're not going straight to Ursa Luna?
Why would we?
I don't know. I thought that was the next one.
It'd be a cool thing where we skip evolution.
That's true.
Okay, so has anybody seen an Ursaring before? I mean, Curtis, I know you have.
Not in person. No, I've
That's
been
honestly probably
pretty
good.
far from Ursa rings that I've seen in person.
They're pretty scary.
They're pretty tall. They're pretty
Yeah,
intimidating.
Right, so you're not gonna bring one out.
You really shouldn't ever be in close vicinity of one. But I have one here today. Here he is.
No, well, okay, you don't need to bring that out. You don't need to.
Oh, Professor.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Everybody say hello to Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Keith, hi Keith. Hi Keith. Hello, how are you? The name sounds familiar.
Hi, Keith. You just stay over there, Keith. Let me just scooch a little bit back here real quick. I'm
checking my notes, Keith. That is a name of one of our patrons. That makes sense.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
Keith, do you donate to the Patreon? He's shaking his head no.
Okay.
He's saying no.
Okay. Well, that's
he's saying no. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay, now he's saying he doesn't have money because he is an Ursaring. And
right,
he lives,
that makes sense.
He lives inside a Pokeball that I keep in my desk. Oh, okay.
I also cannot imagine donating what little money I have to a Patreon. But hey, guys, do it anyway.
Yeah, no, he wants to donate it to a phone company so he can get multiple cell phones.
That makes sense. Hey, guys, keep donating on Patreon so I can get more cell phones to call Don. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we call it the Dawn Fund.
The Dawn
Fund, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a Pokemon, Dawn fan.
Whoa, hey, we're learning about that Pokemon next week.
Are we really? Oh my gosh.
No, I lied. I don't know why I lied like that. We're
You're kind of lying a lot today. I don't really like it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Whoa, what? Name one other time that I lied.
At the beginning when you said that I was cool and incredible.
You don't know. Maybe you are cool and incredible. Sorry, okay, sorry. We've been talking, and Keith has been kind of wandering around the classroom.
No, hey,
What you doing, Keith?
Stay out of there, Keith.
Yeah, he's really going underneath the floorboards near Curse's desk. What?
Keith?
What's going on?
No.
What is that? Keith, what you got, buddy?
Hey.
What you got?
Hey, that's not for you.
Is that a snack?
Is that a snack?
Mr. Curtis, I told you not to be hiding snacks in the classroom.
Found some of my jerky, my Spinnerack jerky under the
Ooh, he likes that. Yeah.
He's going for it.
Oh my god.
He's going for it. Yeah, so that's a pretty common trait for Ursarings. They have a very, very good nose, and they can locate hidden food, pretty much anywhere. So that's why a lot of people use Ursarings to keep themselves on a diet.
Professor, please, can you pull them back? They're trying to go in my bag here, and that's just a no-no zone. You don't go in Mr. Curtis's bag.
What do you got?
Yeah, what is it got? Well, that's a full apple pie that Keith pulled out of your...
Oh, were you going to bring us pie today, Mr. Curtis? That's very kind.
I was gonna...
Yep, well, dang, right down the hatch,
Professor,
too. Keith ate it right up.
Oh, no,
man,
Keith, no.
You know, I think I'm going to keep Keith out. That's hard to say. I'm going to keep Keith out.
Keep Keith out.
Keith is supposed to be on a diet.
Oh.
We're going to let Keith kind of just snoot around and see what other snacks you can find. Corbin, do you want to give a quick description of Ursaring before we move on to the Pokedex entries?
So when Keith is on all fours, it doesn't look that big, but when Keith does stand up, when he first came out of the Pokeball, he was very intimidating and stood up. He looks like he's just under 6 feet or so. He's much taller than me, but he's this big brown furry thing. Like I said, kind of bipedal on 2 legs. Sometimes it goes down on all 4, but it's got these long arms with these long razor sharp claws. It's got 4 claws on each hand and 3 on the feet. It does have a little tail that's very cute. Its whole body is brown, brown fur and everything. It's got a cute little nose and cream-colored mouth. And honestly, there's like a little cream color in its ears, but also its most notable feature, and I guess how it gets its name, is the big cream-colored ring that is on its chest and belly. There's this big old circle here.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's pretty much it. There are these interesting little like furry bits coming off the shoulders. It looks like he's wearing shoulder pads, which Keith, you don't need it. Your shoulders look great, I'm sure, without the shoulder pads. But hey, you've evolved them for a reason, so I'm not going to judge. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, to shrug off the haters.
Shrug off the t-shirt, shrug off the haters. Yes, with an Ursaring on it, with some gold chains and stuff. Yeah, there we go.
Also, I think you said 4 claws on each.
I think it's actually 5 on each hand.
Yeah, there's definitely 5.
I can't count, Professor. I'm so sorry.
So it's fine. It's fine. I don't want people to see an Ursaring and be like, "Whoa, this one's weird. It's got 5 claws." No, they all have 5 claws.
Or like it's okay to mess with it because it only has 4 claws. Now if it had 5,
yeah, 5 is my limit of
5
claws.
5 is my limit.
I can mess with.
If 5 is your limit, just know that it does have 5 claws. So don't mess with it.
Now, I can't help but notice that Keith is very close to my desk right now and really sniffing around up here.
No,
Mr. Curtis,
got in there.
Mr. Curtis, you wouldn't happen to have hidden snacks in my desk, would you?
Who's opening the drawer?
No, Professor, I wouldn't have done that.
That's a whole pizza. That's a whole pizza. A whole pepperoni pizza.
Mr. Curtis, did you convert my desk into a pizza oven?
Oh,
That's why I keep hearing a ding sound every so often.
It's the second time you've done that this month. What's your deal in making things pizza ovens?
I told you to stop making things in the pizza ovens.
I just want to feed the professor pizza all the
Your
time.
desk was a pizza oven. The cabinet was a pizza oven. The sink was a pizza oven.
My mailbox was a pizza oven. I ran to the
turned
mailbox.
Corbin's mailbox into a pizza oven.
My mailbox was a pizza oven. He did. I ran into it. I thought I was going to get a letter from my mom, and turns out there was a little baby pizza in there. A little baby pan pizza.
Fresh hot pizza.
And that was for you.
I haven't heard from my mom in a while, but I left that mailbox with a full belly, and I was very happy.
Wasn't that nice when you went to your mailbox expecting to get mail, and instead you got a nice warm meal out of it? Did you appreciate my gift to you?
It actually was a nice surprise.
Okay, but like when you go to the mailbox, you specifically want mail. You want the mail. You don't want, pizza.
But now I'm commissioning.
Unless you ordered pizza, I guess.
But now I'm gonna commission Mr. Curtis to build a pizza box next to the current pizza box that I'm making him convert back to a mailbox. That makes sense?
Okay. All right. So you want me to build a box from scratch to replace the one I turned
right. So it's very simple. I want you to build another one that looks like a mailbox, but it's another pizza oven, like the one that you made, like a little small pizza oven.
Why don't we just leave the one I already converted into a pizza oven, and build another mailbox?
I think you should build a new one that's a pizza one.
I was going to say, have the guys who are converting it back into a mailbox just make a new mailbox.
No, I think you should. No, I think that complicates it. I think what you should do.
He liked where his mailbox was.
Yeah, I liked the original mailbox, and I liked the way it looks and its design and how aerodynamic it is. I kind of want my. What are we talking about?
I don't know. I think what we should be talking about, though, are Pokedex entries.
That's fair. We could talk about my mailbox pizza oven later.
Yeah, later. Definitely. We'll definitely remember that.
We'll carve out some time for it. Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's read some Johto Pokedex entries, if that's okay.
I'm fine with that.
The first one says, although it's a good climber, it prefers to snap trees with its forelegs and eat fallen berries. Well, it's a good climber. Like, trust me, it's a good climber. It just doesn't want to climb. It can climb anytime it wants.
Right.
But it doesn't want to.
Yeah, whenever it wants to, it can. When it's not hunting down my snacks, Keith. Lunch stashes in this classroom.
Okay, but that's another thing that Ursarings do, because the next entry here says, with its ability to distinguish any aroma, it unfailingly finds all food buried deep underground. So like that's just Ursaring nature. You can't get mad at Keith for that.
Keith, listen, I spend so much time in this classroom. I've got to be able to eat. That's an important part of Mr. Curtis biology.
Well, now he's going over there. He's been sniffing around Corbin's backpack for the last minutes.
I don't have anything in there. Yeah, God, you found my cupcake. God dang it! Come on, save that for later.
Hey, Keith. you have to give that cupcake back to Corbin. That's Corbin's cupcake, and we don't take other people's food.
Wow, except for when it's
you
Mr.
don't
Curtis's
take other
food.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Curtis.
Wow.
I'm just a boy. I need my cupcakes to survive.
He's just a boy. He's a growing boy. He needs that cupcake. You know he's a little cupcake boy.
He is, you know what, Professor, you're right. He is a little cupcake boy.
He's a little baby cupcake boy, and he needs that cupcake.
You can have a little bit of the frosting. Here, why don't you take some of the frosting? Oh, the whole top. You bit the whole top off. Now I'm just left with the cake. That's the worst part.
Nah,
I want the cup,
part.
not the cake.
I know.
That's the best part of the cupcake is the cake.
Well, then here, you have it.
Oh, that was good.
Well, you threw it right into his open mouth. He didn't even chew it.
I just inhaled it, as I am wont to do with cakes.
Well, while Curtis is digesting the cakeless cup, I'm gonna read this next Pokedex entry.
Ooh, that's his autobiography, The Cakeless Cup.
Professor, it was the oh gosh, it was the cupless cake, is what it was.
Oh yes, sorry.
It was all cake,
sorry.
no.
Yeah, keep me on track.
All cake, no cup. Put that on a T-shirt.
All cake, no cup. That'd be a great T-shirt. That would
oh
sell
god, that's a motto to live your life by.
That would sell like hot cakes
or hot cups.
Everybody's laughing.
Professor,
at home.
your joke is so funny.
We not a T-shirt, maybe like a coffee mug, or like a travel cup or something.
I have a lot of merch ideas for all cake, no cup, but I don't think I can say any of them in class.
Okay, well, I guess email them to me, or Gengar mail them to me. All right, the next entry here says, although it has a large body, it is quite skilled at climbing trees. It eats and sleeps in the treetops. It's a little bit of a counter to what the first entry says.
So I feel like it'd be too heavy to sleep up in a tree. How much does an Ursaring weigh? Do we know?
Good question. Any guesses?
I'm thinking probably 450 pounds at least.
450 pounds.
I was gonna say at least 100 pounds.
Think so?
Okay.
At minimum.
So Mr. Curtis is the closest without going over.
Thank you.
It's 277.3 pounds.
Nice. Okay, that's a big.
So he wasn't that close, but he was the closest without going over. He's pretty heavy. It's a pretty heavy Pokemon. Heracross would still have no issue throwing it, but yeah, I mean, I guess it can get up into like the bigger trees and sleep in the treetops. Definitely not small trees because they would snap. I mean,
no,
all right,
of course.
Let's move on to the Hoenn region. The only entry here says, in the forests inhabited by Ursaring, it is said that there are many streams and towering trees where they gather food. This Pokemon walks through its forests gathering food every day.
Oh, every day it wanders.
Towering trees, a requirement. But yeah, so streams and trees is where Ursaring can get food.
Hashtag streams and trees.
Streams and trees. Okay.
Screams and screes.
Got him.
The Sinnoh region, here they say, in its territory, it leaves scratches on trees that bear delicious berries or fruits.
That bear delicious berries or fruit? Nice.
Yeah, Professor. Get it, bear, because it's like berries.
Nice.
Because it's like a berry. You get it?
Nice, I get it.
Dude, we could probably just call Ursaring a bear because of how many berries it eats.
Wow, you're so silly, Professor.
Honestly, yeah. We can just call. How about that? We call you Bear Boy.
Bear Boy.
Bear Boy. Keith the Bear Boy.
Keith is definitely a bear boy. All right, but that's the only entry here in the Sinnoh region. Unova just copies the Sinnoh region. Kalos copies other regions as well, I believe.
On Kalos!
I know. One of these days we're going to get a new Kalos entry. I cannot wait. But it's not today. There's nothing in Alola. There's nothing in Galar. There is a Hisui entry, though.
Oh, nice.
It says, when the cold season arrives in Hisui, this Pokemon will wander fields and mountains alike in search of its favorite berries. Ursaring's hunger during this time makes it a ferocious danger. Yeah. Listen, Keith, I get it. When I get hungry, I'm also a ferocious danger.
You get real hangry.
Am I right? I'm not me when I'm hungry.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. He's laughing. He's laughing so hard. He's laughing and also reaching into the wall and pulling out what is that? I think that's like a sandwich of some kind. That's just like a submarine sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. Dude, Keith, you're not supposed to eat that. That's my lunch for today.
Good gosh. In the wall? You hid your lunch on the wall, Mr. Curtis? Why would you do that?
I gotta hide it from Annette. She's fierce. She comes after my lunch.
I do know that she does love the submarine sandwich.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if you like put your name on it. Annette's gonna eat it out of the fridge. If it's in the fridge, Annette's like fair game and eats it.
Yeah, she's a dastardly devil.
If you put it in the work fridge, she will go after it.
We've had so many faculty meetings about this, and it hasn't stopped her. And we can't fire her. She's
right. She's a secretary.
Tenured,
yeah,
like
who's gonna make the copies?
She's the administrative assistant, Corbin. Please.
Oh, sorry. I hate to diminish her role. I'm sorry.
And we both have tenure, so I just you can't fire us.
You have 10 years doing what?
I mean, but the thing is, like, we would love to fire you, Curtis. It would be so detrimental to us if we were to fire Annette. She is the linchpin of the GCLC, BOTSCLC.
When I get to become class president again, you will be fired, Mr. Curtis. Surely.
Oh, yeah? Is that what your act of being the president's going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to sign an executive order, and I'm going to fire you from being the assistant to the professor.
Surely. I'm going to check the rule book here.
You can't just do whatever you want as an executive order, okay?
I can do whatever I want.
I'm going to check the rule book here and see it it definitely says here that the class president cannot fire anybody that they want. I'm just going to ignore that rule, though, and let them do whatever, because who cares?
I love that. Yes, surround myself with loyalists who let me do what I want as class president. How about that? How about that, Mr. Curtis?
I don't know, but we're wandering into territory that doesn't involve Pokedex entry, so I'm going to meander us back to that territory.
Like an Ursaring looking for food will meander to a new territory.
Yes. I'm going to read the Paldea Pokedex entries now.
Okay.
It says, it usually wears a hardened expression, but when it's licking up honey, which it loves, the joy it feels will cause it to break into a wide grin.
So it tries to be hard, it tries to be intimidating, but the second it licks honey, it's like, this is fun.
Yay!
Yay! I am an Ursaring.
Honey! That has meme potential. We can work on that. So I'll get my best guys working on that meme.
Your meme team. All right, meme team, assemble. We gotta get some good artwork of that. Somebody, please, thank you.
Anybody. All right, the next entry here from the Paldea region says it's quite skilled at climbing trees. If it comes across a Primeape while searching for berries in the treetops, trouble will surely ensue. They don't like each other.
Now, who do you think is gonna win that fight?
Probably a Primeape. Would be my guess.
Think so?
Really? You think the Primeape would take down Keith here?
I don't know. Ursaring's a pretty big Pokemon. You think it's gonna fall to a Primeape?
It is, but so is Primeape. Primeape's also pretty big, and Primeape is kind of like its whole thing is fighting, where Ursaring's whole thing is eating food. So, I mean, I'm not sure. I think a Primeape. Listen, I'm sure Keith could get some good hits in. I'm not trying to disparage Keith here in any way. I just think that the Primeape has the advantage, of a type advantage. You could say a type of advantage.
Really?
To dealing with an Ursaring.
Right, typing. That's your favorite part about Pokemon.
Keith, listen, Keith. I despise you.
Whoa! Hey!
With every lobe of my being.
Lobe? Okay. Are you bread?
Every lobe and socket of my being.
Every cell, every aspect.
Every lobe and node of his being.
No, he said every lobe to start with. I say we just stick with that.
Right.
Every lobe and socket of my being.
He's a robot.
For what you have done eating my
That's amazing.
apple pie
As
and my
he's saying
savory
that,
sandwich.
Ursaring is pulling out pieces of pepperoni that Mr. Curtis has behind his ear, and he's just munching on them.
Mr. Curtis, why'd you put pepperoni behind your ear again?
Yeah, how'd you put
Those are
that
my
much
secret
pepperoni
snacks.
behind your ear?
You can't. No.
I bet that tickles though, doesn't it? Hey, Keith, I have pepperoni behind my ear too. Come on.
Those claws are very sharp.
I also have things behind my ear. I want to be licked behind my ear. Come on.
But I think you could take Primeape is what I was trying to say. All right. But, I still despise you, Keith.
Primeape to the hospital where he's going to get urgent care because Primeape beat him up.
No.
Got him.
No.
My ear is still unlicked and I'm not laughing.
No,
Hello?
You don't want it. His claws are sharp. They dig. It hurts.
Oh, see, he doesn't see any pepperoni, so now he's mad, Corbin. Now he's mad. He's oh wow, he's shoving you.
Hey. All right, sorry, I'll find some. Mr. Curtis, you have any extra pepperonis I can give to him?
No, I don't. I mean, he ate all. All right, fine. Here, you know what? You can have my pocket pepperonis. Here you go.
Okay, here. Thank you so much. Oh, it smells terrible. Okay, all right, put this behind my ear. Thank you. This is so. It tickles.
Wow, what a fun tangent that we went on there.
I wish you guys could have seen that.
I wish you virtual students.
I wish you guys could have seen this giant behemoth of a Pokemon eating a pepperoni from behind my ear. I wish you guys could have seen it.
It was something, all right.
I have one last regional Pokedex entry here that I'm going to read.
Yeah, we should do that,
comes to us from the Lentil region. It says, if you see a tree with huge claw marks carved into it, that means you've stumbled into an Ursaring's territory. That's how it marks its favorite spots so other Pokemon won't take them. Wow, so not only is it like for, reminding the Ursaring where the good spots are, it's also for, warding off potential food thieves.
Right. Like a Sneasel or something is going to go over there and say, "Oh, this is an Ursaring's territory. I better not try it."
Well, I think Keith is going up to Mr. Curtis's desk and he's scratching claw marks into it.
No.
Oh, that's his spot now. You can never eat at that desk again, Mr. Curtis. Sorry.
Yeah, he's like I find good food here.
Yeah, that's how he sounds.
Keith, you're a menace. You're a menace in the classroom today. I love it. I love the energy.
I love it. I love what you're bringing to the table. And it's scratch marks. That's what you're bringing to it.
All right, that does it for the regional Pokedex entries. I do have a couple of unique Pokedex entries here. The first one comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Ursaring, the Hibernate Pokemon. Ursaring has such a keen sense of smell that it can even find food that has been buried.
Has a Keith sense of smell, am I right, fellas?
Keith sense of smell.
Keith.
Oh, he's laughing. So I don't think... And maybe I just blacked it out or something, but I don't think that... So, okay, Keith is the Hibernate Pokemon.
Yes.
Correct.
I don't think any Pokedex entries mentioned this hibernating thing. Keith, do you, sleep or use very little energy for months at a time? Like, during specifically the cold months? Wow, he's shrugging. He's like, I don't...
Oh, no, he is curling up next to the window there. So I guess this is the... Oh, now he's falling asleep. Okay, so I guess this is the hibernating.
We're seeing the hibernate that he's named for right now.
Now, is he sleeping or hibernating? How long is he going to be there for?
I don't know. Maybe he'll be there next class, too. We'll have to find out.
I don't know.
Okay, the next entry comes to us from Dawn's Pokedex.
Ooh, okay. Guys, donate on Patreon so I can get another phone so I can call her. Please.
Stop asking people to donate on Patreon, Corbin.
Tell her how good do you think her Pokedex entries are.
Oh, I can't wait. I already know it's going to be great. Let's see how informative she is.
Here we go. Ursaring, the Hibernator Pokemon. That's interesting. So Ash has said the Hibernate Pokemon, but Dawn says the Hibernator Pokemon.
Right. That sounds more intimidating. Right?
Yeah, it's like the name of a wrestler.
Yeah, exactly.
And stepping into the ring is the Hibernator. Sorry, anyways. Ursaring, the Hibernator Pokemon. It's an excellent tree climber. It snaps trees with its front legs and eats the fallen fruit.
That's right. Sure does. Love that.
And then the last unique entry, again, comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Ursaring, the Hibernator Pokemon. All right, so he saw Dawn's Pokedex entry and was like, yeah, no, that sounds better.
And he said, somebody that pretty knows what they're talking about. I'm going to call it Hibernator now.
Pretty smart, that's for sure.
Pretty smart. That's right.
Ursaring searches for honey in the forest daily. To reach its food, it often snaps trees with its forelegs rather than climbing.
Yeah.
Hungry and lazy.
Hungry and lazy. Put that on a t-shirt, too.
Okay, we're having too many t-shirt ideas. All right, that does it for the Pokedex entries for Ursaring. I think it's time. I think we've dilly-dallied enough. It's time to move on to the testing portion.
No.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. You're waking up Keith.
Sorry, Keith. Sorry.
He's so sleepy. Let him sleep.
Sorry. No, I don't
Another
want to.
recording device can't hear you.
No.
Sleepy and Eepy?
Yes, he's Eepy and Sleepy. All right, today we're doing a pop quiz.
God! Yes!
Yeah. Okay, well now Keith's awake and angry.
I'm sorry, Keith. All right. Sorry. I'll whisper from now on. ASMR for the rest of that lesson. I'm so sorry.
Okay, he's...
Sorry. Go back to sleep here.
Quiz. Gonna get
Okay, yes, everybody put away their Pokedexes, bring out their Rotom laptops, bring a pencil, a ruler, all the fun stuff, because we got a pop quiz today. Are we all ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Professor.
Okay, question number 1. What is Ursaring's main method of retrieving berries from trees? All right, both answers are in for the question. Let's see. We'll start with Corbin this time. Corbin says that the main method of Ursaring's main method of retrieving berries from trees is pushing its forelegs on the tree to make them easier to reach. Feeling good about that answer, Corbin?
I don't know.
All right, well let me read Mr. Curtis's answer. Now it is entirely caps locked. All capital letters here.
You gotta yell it.
I don't want to yell it. The recording device is
Keith
like
is
that.
sleeping, so yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna yell it. I'm gonna change the tone of your answer here a little bit, Mr. Curtis.
Okay, fine, okay.
He says, now somebody might say they climb, and they do, but they actually prefer to snap trees and eat the berries that fall. Yes, Mr. Curtis, that is correct. They like to snap the trees. I'm sorry, Corbin, you are not correct. It does not. Pushing its forelegs on the trees to make them easier to reach is not the correct answer.
Well, pushes it down so it snaps in the process. I thought that was implied. In the context.
I'm looking for snaps the trees.
Okay.
Snap the tree, eat the berry that fall on the ground.
All right, fine. Half points.
I'm tempted to give half points because you knew it wasn't climbing the tree.
No, I know it's not climbing. It's pushing its forelegs and it bends the tree, then breaks it and gets the berries. I knew that.
Okay, but you missed that key point of saying break. Is that what he
said though? Is that what he said though?
He said pushing the forelegs on the tree to make them easier to reach. That's
Professor,
not climbing
I will adhere to your discretion.
That's not climbing it, but
it's like you're saying that half points is not fair and equitable, Mr. Curtis.
No, I'm saying whatever you decide to do is fair and equitable.
I agree.
You don't get points. I'm sorry.
Sounds pretty F&E to me.
How dare you? That was a stupid decision.
Stop waking up. Stop it. Oh my God, Keith is waking up.
I'm sorry. Keith, I'm sorry. Shh. Whisper. Continue. I'm so sad. Question
number 2. What 2 locations will an Ursaring find food in its forest home? All right, both of the answers are in. Let's check over here in Corbin's corner. Corbin's corner. Corbin says trees and rivers.
I do.
All right. Corbin, do you feel good about that answer?
Not anymore.
Corbin, do you feel good about yourself today?
Do you really feel good about that answer? Do you think that's a good answer?
I felt okay when I walked in the classroom, but now I don't know.
That happens a lot. Okay. Mr. Curtis says they always be, again, this is all in caps. All of this is all in caps. I'm guessing his caps lock key is broken or something.
Yeah.
They always be finding those foods in the Babylon brooks and the big woody trees. So yes, the answer is streams and trees. So yeah, you both got it. There, excellent work. All right, question number 3. This one's a little bit of a journey, so we're gonna have to go on this journey together.
Take me on this journey. Take me away, Professor. Take me on a journey.
You're waking up. You're waking up.
Oh, sorry, Keith, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. You are walking in a forest that is known to be home to an Ursaring. You start to see trees with scratch marks on them. What does this indicate to you about those trees? All right, I think I have both of these answers here. Checking, double checking, looking. Yes, okay.
God, Mr. Curtis, you woke him up again.
I'm so sorry. I had to sneeze. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
Oh God. Now Keith is walking around now, and it looks like he is Yep, okay. He pulled a burrito out of Mr. Curtis's hair.
What the heck?
Why would you keep that in there?
Oh, man.
No, that was my backup lunch burrito.
This is what you get for sneezing. All right, the answers are in. Corbin says... sorry, I'm going to repeat the question. It's a long question. You are walking in a forest that is known to be the home of an Ursaring. You start to see trees with scratch marks on them. What does this indicate to you about those trees? Corbin says, those scratched trees, Ursaring, I think he's meant to say, those are scratched trees Ursaring has marked as his territory, and to remember where food is. And then Mr. Curtis says, that's the good trees. Real productor of the tastiest good berries.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Now, I feel like each of you kind of have half of this.
Really?
Yeah. Corbin didn't mention that it was the good food. He said that's where food is.
The good food.
Which is, I feel like, leaving something out.
Well, it's good. Yeah, it's applied.
But Mr. Curtis didn't mention the fact that it's being marked as territory.
Oh, but you said that in the question, though.
Got him.
No, I said you're walking in a forest that is known to be the home of an Ursaring. I didn't say that the trees are its territory. It just lives in the forest.
A forest
it doesn't own the whole forest.
A forest that is known to be home to an Ursaring. That I would say that's the Ursaring's territory.
He always does this. He always gives me sass.
I thought that was applied through the question, Professor. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Professor. I failed.
Split it down the middle. Give us both full points. Thank you.
I'll give you both 3/4 of a point.
That works. That's fair.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's fair.
Hey, that's more than I was going to give you, Curtis. I was going to give you half points.
Mr. Curtis, you can't question his authority, remember?
I can't. That's right. I guess it's pretty fair and equitable.
Play the music.
Play it. Never gets old.
All right, now that that's done with, question number 4.
Now all the students make sure that you send Gengar mails in and tell the professor how wrong he was about that decision.
Ooh, assistant. Oh,
wow, that's right. Amazing. Anyways, Mr. Curtis got half points on that. Actually,
I got 3.
Wow.
I got full though. I got his points that he missed.
No, you got 3/4.
All right, fine.
Professor. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you want a quarter of a point?
Oh yeah, you sorry?
I'm so sorry. Oh.
Yeah, you are sorry.
You complain and get a quarter of a point.
All right, question number 4. What allows Ursaring to find food buried deep underground? Okay, let's take a look here. Yes, all right. God, that took you guys so long. I feel like we've been here for 20 minutes.
Had to think.
That's fair. It takes a little while to get that thing cooking.
I can't think without my brain burrito and my pepperoni ears.
T-shirt.
Brain burrito and pepperoni ears. Some students have been saying recently, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, some students have been saying recently that listening to these lessons is a little bit like... a
fever dream?
A fever dream?
Someone said that recently. Somebody said that recently.
I don't get it. I don't agree.
There was a comment
I'm
on
sorry
Spotify
about your brain burrito and pepperoni ears, Mr. Curtis.
Yep.
All right, so the question was, what allows Ursaring to find food buried deep underground? Corbin said... smelling, I think. Now, you can't be putting I think at the end of your answers, Corbin.
Right.
That's so non-committal.
The first part, I still put it there. Even if I say I think, I still put the smelling part. So if that part's right, then I get the whole thing right still. But if you
get it wrong, I can give you a little bit of extra points because you're like, okay, well, he knew that one might not have been the right answer.
What's Mr. Curtis'
Because he said,
answer?
I think at the end.
What's Mr. Curtis' answer?
Okay, Mr. Curtis says, again, all caps, that snozziest snog, the nose knows, its sense of smell will tell, Ursaring were to find the good stuff fell underground. Where the good stuff fell underground. That was a roller coaster. Yes, the answer is its ability to distinguish any aroma. It's got a very good nose. So yes, full marks for the both of you.
Yay!
Not the best test all around, unfortunately. Mr. Curtis with the half a point on question 3, and then Corbin missing question 1 entirely.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
The snozziest snoz.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's so true. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's lesson on Ursaring. Thank you so much, Keith, for being such a willing participant.
He's asleep.
Okay, he's still sleeping. He's
asleep.
All right. Does anybody know what Pokemon we're going to be learning about next week?
It's the one that evolves from Ursaring. It's like Ursaluna or something, right?
So we're not going to be learning about Ursaluna.
Oh, okay.
No?
This time around. No.
Why not, Professor?
Well, because of the weirdness that goes along with the National Pokedex, the Ursaluna evolution of Ursaring wasn't discovered until we found these ancient texts from Hisui. So its number in the National Pokedex is far later than its the rest of its evolutionary line. Because these days, Ursaring can't evolve into an Ursaluna naturally.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's why. Does that any more questions? How about an answer?
I'll take an answer.
No, you give me an answer.
I have no more questions for you, Professor.
Is it a fire type?
Yes, it is a fire type.
Is it Fuecoco?
It's not Fuecoco.
I wish it was Fuecoco.
God, he got so excited. No, it's not Fuecoco. All right, I'm going to tell you. We are learning about Slugma next week.
Oh, I forgot about Slugma.
How could you forget about Slugma?
I don't know.
Wow, do you not even care how they keep the GCLC, BOT, SCLC warm during the winter, Corbin?
I mean, I do care because it keeps me warm.
Yeah, clearly not enough. And I'll explain that in the next lesson.
A tease.
Yes.
A tease. Yeah, you'll have to figure out why I said that.
You're gonna meet our arguably, besides Annette, of course, our second most MVP employee here of the.
Well, now you're really giving it all
GCL,
away.
BCL, GCBLC, BCL, GCBLC,
Ooh, another faculty member. I'm excited.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's next week. And today's lesson is completed. Before we leave, hey. We got a lot of stuff going on. Some say too much stuff, and that person's Corbin. Don't tell him I said that, though.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just a kid. I do the least amount of work.
That is true. He just shows up for class and fails tests.
That's right. I don't do anything else.
But, we have a bunch of links in our description. Well, we have one link that leads to a bunch of links where you can connect to us via Gengar Mail, wwopokemon@gmail.com. We have socials on there as well. Plus, you can find our Patreon. What? Patreon has a bunch of extra content. Corbin, what's some extra content they could find on Patreon?
There's a lot of good stuff on Patreon, guys. As I'm sure most of you know already, the Nuzlocke episodes, our Emerald Nuzlocke playthrough that we're doing on YouTube, is available there. However, if you want to see the episodes 2 weeks early, you get to see them on Patreon for even as little as $1. Every single tier, every paid tier gets to see those. And some of the other rewards you can get, depending on your tier, you can look at Mr. Curtis's doodles.
Oh yes,
you get full.
Always look at Mr. Curtis's
You can always look at Mr. Curtis's doodles.
Always.
Curtis's doodles will always be there no matter what tier.
They're always there no matter what tier. Discord access, you get full Discord access to chat in all the channels in our Discord, not just view the announcements and rules channel. You can actually engage with other students as well. Like I said, watch our Emerald Nuzlocke playthrough. You also get your name entered to a raffle, so you can have a Pokemon's name potentially named after you. Today, it happened to be Keith. That was one of our wonderful patrons. Listen to the monthly.
Keith.
Thanks, Keith. Listen to the monthly Q&A. You get to send questions via Discord in the Office Hours channel for our monthly Q&A if you're the professor's assistant, and then also you get to listen to monthly outtakes and deleted scenes supercut, which is essentially a podcast in and of itself, because it's all the stuff that didn't make it to the regular lessons like this one, and it's just a bunch of extra stuff that we talk about. Whatever.
Yeah.
We talk
or
about
sometimes
where
we mess up.
It's hilarious. It's funny. It's informative. We talk about the latest news. Trending topics from months ago. It is great. It's a good time. There's a ton of stuff on our Discord. And honestly, I've been thinking more. We should probably add another tier and add some more stuff. But like I said, that's just
talk about that later.
That's just me. I don't do any work. You guys do it all.
So let's add more work.
That's on you guys.
Okay. Quickly, Mr. Curtis, what's something that they can find on our YouTube? What's gonna bring people over to our YouTube? Do you think?
Of course, there's always good content for you always to see on Sundays. That's right, because we always do a Sunday live stream.
Sunday fun day
with the team here in class, the boys. We all get together and we play. Right now, we're playing Pokemon Stadium, which is great. So you should all come out and watch us play that. And we beat.
Maybe we at least were playing Pokemon Stadium.
We were at the time. At the time of recording.
Whoa, hey! I mean, but what are you talking about? It's Wednesday, Curtis. Come on.
Yeah, Curtis.
At the time of this class lesson, we were still all getting together on the weekends and playing Pokemon Stadium. That's right.
It's great. I can't get enough, Mr. Curtis.
Yes, you know what? Probably true. Okay, well, excellent work, Mr. Curtis. If you know what? I don't think there's anything else to say.
There's not.
If you like this lesson, listen to the next one, because today, class is dismissed.